Hello and welcome to Me and My Golf TV. We're Andy and Pierce and it is time for the Impact Show, and as you can see we're on the 18th hole here at the Wentworth Club in preparation for the BMW PGA Championship. Pierce, we're talking all about short game today. How are we going to help these guys?
Okay, what a golf course this is for short game. So we're going to show you two different kinds of shots that the players are going to be playing this week, and we're going to get you some tips that you can take out for your own game. Let's take charge of your game.
Right, Pierce, you didn't quite make it to the green in two, but you've left with very much a simple chip onto the green, straightforward. A lot of people play this tend to play this a similar way, but we're going to talk about probably a more consistent way that we can use the club better to produce the shot that we need.
Okay, so generally what we see, and this can work, but what we see a lot of people do is they put the ball back in the stance and lean the handle forward. This allows them to hit down into the golf ball. Now, the thing you've got to obviously understand is if you're going to put the ball back and lean the handle forward, when the club hits the ground, it's going to stop quite quickly. It's going to slow down a lot. So your contact has to be precise. So what we prefer is a slightly more consistent way, moving the golf ball further forward in the stance, so it's maybe middle or just back of middle. Now, as soon as we do that, we can then get the handle of the club and point it just outside my belly button. Now, what this means is now that the bounce on the bottom of the golf club is exposed a little bit more. So when the club hits the ground now, it almost has like a sort of a brushing effect. It's not a digging effect, it's a brushing effect. So it creates a flat spot. Now that flat spot is a lot more consistent if your strike is ever so slightly out. As I said, leaning the shaft forward, if you hit the ground you've got to be precise. With this one here you can maybe hit an inch before the golf ball and still get the ball on the green. And
we hear it from a lot of people, look, I've got to hit down on my chip shots, I've got to get the ball back and the shaft forward, but you know, I think a lot of it, Pierce, is just finding a way that works consistent, but using the bounce really is a more consistent way because there's just more margin for error, isn't it?
When you've got a lie like this, exactly, yeah, and it's quite a tight lie as well, but I really sort of, when I'm setting up to the golf ball now, we're going to get that shaft length forward, as I said, just past the belly button. Now the objective is to almost feel as though the shaft keeps pointing in that same place. Okay, so it's almost using my body as a fulcrum for the club to go around, and you can see when I'm doing this now, I'm just getting a nice brush with the ground and I'm not actually taking a divot.
And what I like about that when Pierce does it, everything's working together. The club, the hands, the arms of the body are all working together to really allow the club to just slide underneath that golf ball. And not a bad shot. The greens are running fast. A little bit of check on that one. Hello, they're a little bit quick here, aren't they? A little bit quick.
But you can see with that one there, I've hit the ground and not taken a divot out. And if you do get that steep angle, you're going to get that divot and not always going to get a good shot.
Okay, so let's get to the next tip.
Right then, Andy, I'm glad I had that shot.
I want yours, I prefer yours instead.
Okay, so this is not nice at all. You know, in the rough, not a lot of green to work with, water to the other side. Good luck, over to you.
Do you know what, on the green it'd be nice here, but I mean, compared to your shot, Pierce, we had that sort of shallow, nice sort of flat spot that we're talking about. We don't want that in this shot. We want a steep angle of attack. Now, normally in the rough, we'd sort of say, well, look, let's put the ball back and have this steep downward hit onto the golf ball, but one thing I need now, I need to get the ball up really high and land very soft. So loft is key, but I need more loft. So 60 degrees might not even cut it here. So I'm going to actually open up the lob wedge here and get more loft.
Yeah.
Now, I still want this steep angle of attack into the shot. So what I'm actually going to do here, I'm going to play it similar to a bunker shot, but I'm going to move the ball back in the stance. So ball's going to go back. I'm going to have a wide open face. Now from here, this steep angle of attack is going to be easier if I can just get a little bit more earlier set. I'm going to set the club up a little bit earlier. This is going to again get that ball coming down, so I get the club coming down on the back of the ball and avoid any of this long rough that can always get caught between the club face and the ball.
As you said, the exact opposite of my shot. You know, we want a steep angle on this one. We don't want shallow here, do we?
We definitely don't want shallow, and this is risky. You've got to have a lot of confidence to be aggressive with this. So as I open the face, I need a long swing. I'm going to get the wrist set, and I'm going to play it very similar to a bunker shot here. Weight on the left side, but I'm still going to have a little bit of release on the way through, so I can make sure the club is getting under the ball and the ball's going to launch high. Okay. So
as you said, it's having the confidence to hit this shot hard, isn't it?
So wide open face, lean left, and we get the early set, similar to a bunker shot. And you can see where that's landed. When that was a nice shot, and it's still running down there. But you know what? I'd be over the moon with that shot. I've got an uphill putt. Hopefully I can make my birdie from there.
I think you could have 10 more goes of that and still...
That'd be no problem. I'll get inside that. Easy.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There you have it. Hope you enjoyed that. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It is for free and it allows you to see more videos like this, and also post any questions you have down below.
Definitely. And also, if you want to improve your ball striking this year, make sure you check out our latest video series, Strike Your Irons Pure. 4 parts. It's definitely going to help your game click the link in the corner, and we'll see you next time.